The FIA have explained why Max Verstappen was left unpunished during the Mexico City Grand Prix during his hard-nosed battle with Lewis Hamilton. The two former rivals fought each other hard on lap 6 of the race and took turns in having to cut a corner to avoid contact. But while Hamilton did get a 10-second time penalty, Verstappen got away scot-free.
It was a throwback gloves of scrap between Verstappen and Hamilton, with the Dutchman going down the Ferrari's inside at turn 1, resulting in a bit of wheel banging. Hamilton kept his foot in and went back at the Red Bull, claiming turn 2 and resulting in Verstappen going off track and cutting the third corner. The fight resumed in the next corner, however, and this is when Hamilton was forced wide and cut turn 5. But after he did this, he had a lead of several seconds. The FIA's investigation that was launched was not about Verstappen being too aggressive in his T1 lunge, but was about Hamilton not leaving enough room on the exit. The steward's explanation said that with Verstappen's front axle clearly in front of Hamilton's mirror at the apex, as is demanded in F1's driving guidelines, that the Dutchman was, quote, entitled to the racing line. Quote, Hamilton remained alongside through the corner, resulting in slight contact between the wheels of both cars. The contact had no consequences for either car. Considering that Hamilton had limited opportunity to leave additional space on track, that both cars were side by side throughout the corner, and no sporting consequence resulted from the contact, and noting that in similar incidents in the past no further action was taken, the stewards determined that the matter falls within a racing incident. The stewards also noted that the key difference was that Hamilton created a lasting advantage when he cut turn 5, which is why he did get a penalty. Do you agree with this ruling? Let us know in the comments.
George Russell has revealed that part of his new contract at Mercedes includes a clause that if he meets a certain performance-based target, it will automatically be extended into the 2027 season. Russell's contract renewal was only announced earlier this month, as he and Mercedes reportedly could not agree on the contract length amid the team's alleged interest in Max Verstappen long-term.
Russell and Antonelli were both on expiring contracts to start the year, with rumors circulating and then dying down that Verstappen could be pried away from Red Bull as the team struggled early in the season. Still, after the Verstappen saga was over, both Silver Arrows drivers' extensions weren't announced until late, as Russell wanted long-term commitment from the team, while Mercedes want to keep their options open for 27. Speaking to The Telegraph, Russell didn't go into details, but he did reveal that he will automatically stay at Mercedes if he hits certain performance-based targets, which are believed to be about beating his teammate. Quote, it is something I haven't actually said publicly, but the deal is if I'm performing next year, we have a specific clause that if I reach a certain target, we will automatically renew for 2027. So my seat for 2027 is in my hands, so I'm not being strung along here. We're not going to be in the same position as we were 6 months ago. If I perform, and I don't want to go into details, but if I perform, then 100% I'll be staying.
In yesterday's video, we had a look at the drivers' standings, where things are more exciting than ever, so check that out if you haven't already. But let's today look at the constructors' fight instead. Don't forget, this is the championship that really matters, as the prize money is earned right here.
McLaren won the title back in Singapore, but continue to outscore the rest, now sitting on 713 points. Second to fourth place are separated by just 10 points, and Ferrari and Mercedes are only 1 point apart as things stand, with the Italians retaking second place on 356 points. The difference of finishing second or fourth is around £15 million in prize money, so you can bet your bottom dollar that this fight will go down to the wire. Williams, Racing Bulls and Aston Martin all failed to score points in Mexico, so they remain on 111, 72 and a very nice 69 points respectively. Haas had both cars finish in the points and are up to 8th, as they now have 62 points on the season. Sauber's single point on Sunday takes them up to 60, and Alpine bring up the rear with 20 points, having not scored for 7 Grand Prix in a row.
Well, that's it for today's news video. We'll be back tomorrow with this week's GPFans special, so keep an eye out for that. But in the meantime, don't forget to follow us on all social media channels, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.